Okay, so it says streaming has started here. Let me check on
Same Sam
YouTube. Do, 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 do.
doing that.
All right, we are go.
Okay, so let me share my screen. Let's see. Can you see my screen?
Yes, now we can.
You see Lauren?
Yes, now we see a big picture of Lauren.
Big picture of Lauren. I'm going to hit play. It looks like the presentation's about 25 minutes. So we'll see. I've never seen this presentation. So Debbie, I don't know if you caught it, but Lauren got called out for an emergency. So we have a presentation from Lauren who would have been presenting live today. And again, she has offered to do one-on-ones if you want to reach out to her or answer any questions. This is about LinkedIn, and I'm not totally sure the scope of it, but should be a really good presentation, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, well, thank you for doing all this, Amy.
Of course, yeah. Michelle asked, I always say yes. Make it work. All right, here we
LinkedIn. Go. Well, most of you know, it is our founder, Natalina Nastardine.
Uh-oh, I have no sound.
Can you not hear it?
Wow. Does anybody else?
Eric, can you hear it?
I could hear it for a moment, and then it just stopped.
Yeah, because I paused it. Can you hear it now?
Platform, yet there's 600
yes, now I can hear it.
On it. And so we are going to help you in having community, in having strategy, and in really standing out.
Debbie, still?
I cannot wait. All of the content is now planned out. It's going to.
I got it. Thank you.
It's going to be amazing. Now, the next thing I want to let you know is to make sure that our email address, so anything Rise Up for You, so team at Rise Up for You, NLN at Rise Up for You, so NLN, which stands for Natalina Nastardine, at Rise Up for You, as well as info at Rise Up for You. Make sure that they are whitelisted, that they are not going to spam. If you did not do the upfront membership, all of your replays, all of our communication will be on email. So if you did not do the upfront membership, all of your communication will be via email, and we may send an occasional reminder text. Most of you did the upfront membership, and therefore you have the exclusive LinkedIn group invitation. You also have an online portal. The online portal will go out to you in an email after this live webinar. Let me tell you how the program is going to work and then get into our bonus content. Okay, so here is how it will work. Starting Monday, April 5th, we will be live. Netta is doing our first session. You don't want to miss it. You can absolutely watch the replays, but if possible, jump on live so that you can ask questions and really have it be a transformational experience. Later that day, you will get the replay. That's the first Monday of the month. And every month will be the exact same format to make it great and user-friendly. The second Monday of the month, you will receive incredible content from us. Maybe it's a PDF, maybe it's a video. It's all added value around our themes that will be revealed as we go through the program. The third Monday of the month, we will be live again. And every time we go live, it will be at the exact same time. So no matter what time zone you're in, you can block off the first and third Mondays of every month, and it will be at 11 a.m. Pacific. 11 a.m. Pacific. So if you're Central Time in the United States, you're 2 hours ahead. If you're in Australia, and I know that by April, you will be a day minus 5 hours ahead, right? So wherever you live, I know we have people from Italy, Canada, the UK, all over the globe. So Pacific time, you can go ahead and punch that into your calendar or use a time converter. 11 a.m. Pacific. And here in the United States, we have already had daylight savings time.
Hey, Ayami, we just lost sound? I'm not hearing anything.
Thing that I want to go over is some of our added value.
Is it
Let me
because
make
I
sure I didn't
muted
miss
myself?
anything. I don't think I did. I think we got
Can
it
you
all.
hear?
Okay.
Yeah, I can
good.
hear now.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
definitely
I will
send
not
out
mute myself
reminders,
then.
send out the links, but for the most part, the link will not change and our time will not change so that you can have it be really consistent. Now, I did mention LinkedIn and how much we at Rise Up For You really love this platform. It's been amazing for ourselves as well as our clients. So let's take a moment and let's dive into LinkedIn. This is bonus content that you are not going to get as part of the course. So we thought, might as well give it to you today. Some of you have been our clients before, and we are so honored that you are back with us now. We thank you for entrusting us several times with being part of our community. LinkedIn is something that we can learn about several times. It is not just a one-time show. Boom, chick, I got it. So if you have seen this content before, I want you to consider looking at your LinkedIn and saying, how can I level it up? How can I? And if you would like in the chat, you want to share, just as we did at our women's conference recently, share your LinkedIn profile, that would be fantastic. Also, I want you to notice, do I post a lot? Am I self-conscious to post? What should I be posting? We're going to get into all of that right now. So let's post in the chat. What do you use LinkedIn for? What gets attention on LinkedIn? This is really important to pay attention to. For example, our founder, Netta, was doing a keynote, and during the Q&A time, one of the participants asked if she would sing for them. See, they knew that she was a performer in her previous career. And so, of course, she said, okay, sure, I'll sing for you. And then she posted the little snippet of her singing to make her relatable and human. And that got so many likes. Another thing that we've noticed is when we do a poll or we really involve our community, that gets a lot of attention. And of course, video for sure, and showing up. That's for our community. What about for your audience? What gets attention on LinkedIn? And now let's post in the chat. What would you like to get more out of with your LinkedIn? So how do you think maybe you're undervaluing it? And how would you like to value it even more? Let's see some of our answers. Absolutely, Nadine, to position yourself and also talk about your company. Yes, personal and professionally branding yourself. So smart. Let's see who else is chatting with us. Jillian, I use it to make connections and post events. That's great. Absolutely. Making connections, posting events. Thinking as well, how can I add value? Yes. How can I use it as a learning tool? I love that. Daleen, I use LinkedIn for meeting other tech leaders. Yes. And learning from them, as well as a soapbox. Okay, fantastic. Absolutely. So that must be part anti-racism. That must be part of your professional and personal brand. Fantastic. Great. It does matter on that platform what your brand is like. For example, for our brand with Rise Up For You, we tend not to talk, like, for example, about politics on actually any of our platforms. It does not go with our brand. But perhaps if you were had a different brand, it would go with yours. Kenna, share courage tips. And I notice you've been doing that on video because we're connected and make connections. Absolutely. When you add value to others, especially on this format, people will take notice. Yes, Nicole, you use it mostly for networking. Okay, I love it. Yes, so Nicole, you may be surprised and find that a lot of your clients are there. Absolutely, posting more regularly. So I will give you a tip. Something that we do, oh yes, thank you, Daleen, absolutely. Make sure that you're posting your comments to panelists and attendees so that it goes to them. I am the panelist and then everyone else is the attendees, absolutely. So one thing that makes it really easy with LinkedIn is at the beginning of the week or the month, we will actually write down all of the different ways we can add value. And then between myself and Netta and our other coaches and trainers, we will divide up who will post when. Sometimes We will even batch work our posts a month in advance. So then we're ready to go. I would encourage you, if you're looking to post more often, about 3 times a week would be a great start on LinkedIn. It's not the same type of algorithm as Facebook and Instagram, for example, where you need to post almost every day. Luckily, LinkedIn is a little more professional. You don't need to post as much on the weekends. 3 times a week during the week is great. There are 40 million decision-making positions active on LinkedIn. So it really depends on if you're an entrepreneur or you're someone that's looking to make connections or you're a leader in a company. Who do I want to connect with? Being smart about it and thinking, where do those people live? I told you that LinkedIn has over 690 million members, yet only 3 million of them, and you're going to be part of that, of course, share content on a weekly basis. LinkedIn profiles with professional headshots get 14 times more profile views. Also, make sure you have an amazing banner. I'm going to get into that in a minute, but don't leave any space unattended. It's like free real estate. We don't want to let that go. More than 95% of recruiters use LinkedIn regularly. And you may think, well, I'm not looking for a job right now. The best time to be prepared is right now. When you're not looking for a job, that's actually the best time, is to make sure that it's up to date. Make sure you're getting your recommendations. Make sure that you have your personal and your professional brand out there. That way you're ready. When's the best time to get ready? Right now. I love it. Okay, let's continue. Absolutely. Keep the chat going. Fantastic. This is part of the community that we love. And it's also why, for being an upfront member with the Rise Leadership course, we wanted to create a community inside of LinkedIn. It's very strategic. 40% of monthly active users use LinkedIn daily. So let's talk about, how do we optimize? As you're talking about how you already use it, you're right on point with building your brand, raising your online presence, gaining more clients, demonstrating your expertise and your credibility, and creating a worldwide network. Truly, you can connect with people from anywhere. All right, are you ready? This is the test time. Just kidding, there's no test. However, I will give you a little homework later on. Do you have an amazing profile picture and banner? The banner is what is behind your profile picture. And in a moment, I'll show you a good example. Most people leave the banner, which is just a static blue that LinkedIn gives you, open. They leave it blank. Don't do that. Well, Lauren, what do I even post there? You can post you in action, you with a client. And you may be thinking, well, I've been in COVID. I really have no action shots. That's okay. Post something that goes with your personal and your professional brand, and you can always change it later. And a clear and engaging header and title. I'm going to show you some examples in a minute. Most people do not have a clear title. They will say something like, I'm a notary republic. I do notary. Great. I want you to talk more. Most people don't know that in the title portion of your LinkedIn, it's actually very large. There's a lot of room. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And this goes with what you do as well. So I want you to put in what you do first. I support people in, let's say that you were a real estate agent. One of our clients is, and I was helping her with her LinkedIn. So instead of just saying, oh, I'm a real estate agent, she is now saying, I help first-time home buyers stand out in this market. I help people stop paying rent. I am an incredible real estate agent and notary republic. Something like that. Something that is more engaging. Okay. Yes. An impressive bio highlighting soft and hard skills. So see, here at Rise Up For You, we're all about the soft skills. Of course, you're going to have your hard skills. Let's say you have certain certifications. Fantastic. But soft skills matter too. I have integrity. I have loyalty. I have persistence. Those things matter as well. And I would add them to your bio or your about section. People ask all the time, work experience, and you're welcome to post in the chat any questions you may have. We'll get to them. What if my past work experience doesn't go with my current desired position or desired clientele? And I want you to think about how it may go. Let's say, for example, you used to be a real estate agent, and now you are a trauma coach. And you may think, well, the two have nothing to do with each other. This could be true, yet also you could show through your soft skills development, especially in your about section, how you love to relate to others, how you have a lot of integrity, you're great at customer service. What pieces from your past work history can you pull out? Let's say that you're a courage coach and you love to connect people with their inner confidence. And maybe you have work experience in corporate America and you're thinking, do these really go? They might. You might be able to show how your experience in corporate America dealing with people gave you a lot of tools to be able to deal with your clients. Now, every degree and certificate you've worked to earn. Lauren, really? Every degree? Yes. Because even if your degree doesn't go with what you're doing now, it does show that you had determination. It does show that getting the degree you had followed through. For example, my husband is a math professor, so he has a doctorate in math, yet his undergraduate degree was in English. And then he kind of had a long journey and he's at where he's at now. But having the dual subject degrees does go with what he's doing now. It does show that he is able to be multifaceted, for example. Okay, last 2 points. Any volunteer work or committees you sit on. This is very important. Volunteerism, maybe you sit on 5 different boards. That is fantastic. It shows something about your character and what you're about. Endorsements and recommendations. We are really big on that because did you know LinkedIn is the only place where you can get a legitimate recommendation that is not bought, that wasn't forged, that is from someone that you actually know. Here's an example of our founder, Netta. Her headshot is on the bottom. It's professional. It's also inviting. Her hair is pulled away from her face. She is wearing a color that goes with our brand. We love to wear bright, bold colors. Here is her banner. Her banner is from her TEDx talk. It shows, again, her in branded colors. It also shows that she is engaging. It shows that she has confidence and poise. When you're creating an engaging header and title, you can ask yourself, okay, what's the problem I'm capable of solving? And post this in the chat if you want to interact with others and get feedback. How do you serve, not what do you do? So let's say, for example, that you are an editor. You take care of people and you help them in their copy, in their writing, so that they can stress less and produce more. How do you serve? Well, maybe you serve them by helping them not being stressed out. You serve them in being professional, in taking that editing off their plate. You can also evoke an emotion. And again, that's why you talk about who you are. So at Rise Up For You, I may say that I'm a confidence and leadership developer. I'm a potential seeker. And I love to work with individuals and companies to increase soft skills development globally. And then I could put what I do after. Let's take this one, for example, transforming companies and individuals with people, emotional, and communication skills. Then, this is Netta's, for example. Then she says her title, TEDx speaker, corporate trainer, leadership and confidence coach, Amazon bestselling author, and the founder of Rise Up For You. First, she says kind of how she serves, what she does, and why she does it. If you'd like to put your title and header in the chat, feel free, and we can help each other out on crafting it and really showing how do you serve, invoking an emotion. Take a screenshot of this if you'd like. Let me give you some more great examples. I love this one. John says, I'm the solver of unsolvable customer problems. I'm the finder of unfindable solutions and a teacher for unteachable customer reps. And he works in computer software. How about Brandon? I make robots. Sometimes they're evil, but mostly I use my skills in CNC, CAD, and Pro E systems to make custom machines. And he also works in custom computer software. It's catching, right? It's not boring. He actually says what he wants to do and how he wants to make an impact. Here's some more examples of highlighting both those hard and those soft skills. Provide how you've created change or any outcomes that you've achieved. Also, many LinkedIns that I looked at, in their About section, they are missing the contact information or a call to action in their bio. See, sometimes people want to just read about your About section and then connect with you. And they might not necessarily want to have to connect with you via your LinkedIn, or perhaps if you have certain privacy settings, they'd have to spend an email credit. So put your either website or company email or personal email in the About section as well, so that it makes it great and easy for you to be approachable. You never know what tomorrow brings. So always try to set yourself up for success today with an eye towards 5 years from now. You want to always add experience that supports your vision. If you're not sure what your vision is right now, take some time today to make a date with yourself and journal about it. What does my vision look like? And how can that go with where I want my profile to be? Listing all your academic accomplishments and communicating work ethic and a growth mindset. So if you do any certifications, I know some of you talked about using LinkedIn to learn. Any certifications makes a difference. For example, when you finish the Rise Leadership course with us, you'll be getting SHRM credit. And that would be perfect to add to your LinkedIn profile. It shows a growth mindset. Professional social responsibility and service is a key factor. So you can ask, how do I give back? These are just a few examples on how maybe you're giving back already, or maybe the places you want to give back as well. How do you ask for recommendations? Well, if you've never done it before, start by reaching out privately, maybe in a text, an email, or a LinkedIn message. Make sure that you're connected to the person you want the recommendation from. Afterwards, you can request the recommendation directly on LinkedIn, where you will share how you know this person and how you are related to them in a professional setting. This is fantastic also when people read the recommendation, because they will know how you're connected. Okay. So your homework is to pick something, and I'd love for you to put it in the chat so we have accountability. In fact, if you're in the LinkedIn group, the private group, which I know we sent you an email on a Friday with the links. If you didn't get it, let me know. I'd love for you to share one thing this week. Let's put it in the LinkedIn group. One thing that you are going to do this week to level up your LinkedIn. So I have found that leveling up my LinkedIn has made such an impact. And I can think constantly, how can I add value? How can I add value with my own posts, with people I comment on, with platforms that I support or follow, all that go with my personal and my professional brand. Okay, I love it. So let's read a few of the whats that are in the chat. Great, Nicole. I help adults who have experienced trauma from emotional abuse make progress towards healing. I do one-on-one coaching. Great. So Nicole, if this is going to be your header, I don't think you need to say via Zoom or when not possible over the phone. I would simply say, I do one-on-one trauma coaching with, and then do you want to put like the name of your company with Nicole Inc., etc. You can do that. You can also say, I do one-on-one virtual trauma coaching with, and then your company name. That would be perfect. And then with your clients, you can set up individually if you do it on Zoom or you do it on the phone. Let's see. Great. Daylin, I build emotionally intelligent, high-performing software teams on a foundation of integrity, authenticity, trust, and vulnerability. I love that. Fantastic. Great. And then, Daylin, you can put what you do. So then you can put your title after that. I love that. Great. Jillian, let's see. I am good at detailing hard skills. So I'm going to work on upskilling my soft skills this week. Great. We would love to see it. And then post it in the LinkedIn group. It's a great way for us to have communication. Netta, myself, and our other trainers are in there as well. I'm going to work on soft skills. Yes, that really does matter. I love it. Great. Fantastic. Is there any other questions that you have on leveling up your LinkedIn and how it can really, really make a difference for you?
Okay.
All
So there's
right.
that. And then it's like only Debbie and Eric in here, but I will also put in, this was her, like, some freebies from Lauren. So let's see, let me put this in the chat.
Well, that was nice of her to at least get us that. Really, she's in a tough spot.
And let's see. Let me see what her email said. So you can schedule a free call with her to help. She can help you with your LinkedIn and also a free LinkedIn guide. Let's see what the other email says. And then Lauren's LinkedIn, if you're on LinkedIn, you want to connect with her. This is her LinkedIn. And so, yeah. So basically, she's offered to speak to people if they would like to. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Lauren. And then I'll send her, let's see, her email address as well in case you have any questions.